The car is so dirty. Like, I gotta wash it. I am very lucky, and I sometimes forget how lucky I am. Today is Thursday, and because I don't have any class on Fridays or Mondays, I have a 4-day weekend that starts a day before everyone else's and ends a day after everyone else's. I got nothing to complain about. I got recruited by my mom to go and get a bunch of piñata goodies for her daycare kids. Yeah, I got a bunch of cool bugs and balls and stuff. If you ask me, it's because I know how to select Hot Wheels cars. Check it. I got a BMW M4, got a Ram 1500 lifted, of course, Dodge Viper. How you doing? Focus RS. I mean, that's the dream garage right there. You got everything. We're missing one key ingredient though, and that is the piñata. So, for some reason they didn't have it here at Walmart. I'm gonna go check a party store, she said. I got it. The perfect one. I mean, the one that she asked for. I don't know if it's big enough, but it's the perfect one.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I'm getting this one this time. I'm going green, guys.
It was actually really good last time.
I'm going green. So, it's later on today. It's like 6, just past 6 o'clock. Came out to get a snack. I'm hungry. And I got to thinking about it, and I think I'm going to be doing the 100 flight review of the drone today. I said I said I wasn't going to do it next week, but I found some free time, and I need a vlog for today because streaks, and yeah, we're going to do it today. And Emma's going to help, and she's going to like it. All right, let's get to the review.
My love for your stabbing big rolls. 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 My love. Stabbing big. My love. Stabbing big rolls. Stabbing big. Stabbing big rolls. Stabbing big. Stabbing big. My love. Stabbing big. My love.
So, I apologize for having to record this in my cramped little room, but my battery died on my camera, and what are you gonna do? So, here it is, the 100 flight review. It's probably around like 112 flights now. I'm a little late on this video, but nonetheless, how is it to own a Phantom 3 Advanced for 100 flights? So I'm someone that uses a drone a lot, and so it didn't take me that long to get to 100 flights. 100 flights for me only took 4 months or so. That being said, the drone hasn't really been babied too much. I can personally vouch for that. You know, it's been, you know, stuffed into the bag. You know, it's been crashed like 2 or 3 times. Earlier today, when we were actually filming that cool skateboard thing, it just kind of did a hard landing, and you know, I have no worries. I have full confidence that it won't break due to something stupid like a hard landing or something. It's built tough. Let's talk about what you do when you buy the drone. When I bought the drone, my uncle actually gave me as a gift for my birthday, because I bought the drone very close to my birthday. He bought me some black propellers, which I actually then broke a couple flights later. It's something like this. This is the only one that survived. The other one broke in half. So that's nice. When the drone is flying, the camera is like that, right? But when the drone is flying, the camera stays still. But what's directly in the path right here? It's the propellers. So in a lot of my shots, sometimes I actually nip the propellers just a little bit. Sometimes cropping it works, sometimes it's not really worth it. But black propellers will take out the grief, because the white propellers show a whole lot more than black propellers do. There is, however, no way of blocking the sun from coming through the propellers, so sometimes on the camera it looks like it's like really shaking, or like it's like the camera's broken. It's not. It's the propellers right above the camera, and between the sun and the camera, and they make this little, it's weird. I definitely do encourage you to buy black blades, just for the front. I had them. I actually have a video clip of them on just a day or 2 before I actually broke them. So yeah, that sucked. But you know what? I am going to get new ones of these eventually. I am getting kind of tired of having these white blades not only ruin my videos, but kind of obstruct my view a little bit of what I'm filming. Another mod I definitely do recommend is something I actually kind of fixed yesterday, which if you watched yesterday's vlog, you know what I'm talking about. Is this thing. This is a brace, and it basically keeps it sturdier. It protects the camera from the ground. It, you know, locks these 2 legs in place. These legs from factory, in my opinion, aren't sturdy enough. I don't know if they're the same on the Phantom 4, but these legs are really not very sturdy from factory, so this brace definitely does help. As you can see, also on my hand, is this thing. What is this thing? This goes over the camera lens, as you can see, and just clips on to the gimbal. Let me throw that down there. And it keeps the camera in place when it's in the back, so the gimbal doesn't break. It's very smart. I definitely recommend getting one of these, and 2 black blades that I need to get. Again, my bad. So, as far as how long can it fly, it has a 24-25 minute battery life. That all depends on how you fly, of course. If you're holding down both dials to go up and forward, you're definitely going to be burning more juice than if you're just going forward. Meaning, you know, the fans have to work harder to go forward and up than it does than to just go forward or just up. Do you get what I'm saying? In terms of battery life, this thing lasts a whole lot. Sometimes I actually have enough battery life for 2 or 3 flights a day. Now, those are small flights. They're not big, you know. And it flew beautifully, you know, you know, now on the, you know, on my phone, on the DJI Go app, I'm flying on my phone and it's cutting in and out and it's very laggy. So I think it just needs an update on that. I will get right on it. Just little tiny things happen after a couple flights. As you can see, when I crashed it, the black blades made little eyebrows on here, but that's fine. I don't care. It adds character, I guess. First things first, though, you need to get a case. I recommend getting one of these bad boys. This is the one that I carry. Some of you know it. It's a hard backpack case. Now, don't go buy the DJI one. That one's way too expensive. Go to Best Buy and just get this one. It's a universal drone case. It fits any drone. It works wonders. I don't know if it's airport approved. I don't think so, because technically it would be a carry-on because it's a backpack. But if you're not traveling in airports and you just want something to carry your drone around that isn't the box that it came in, that's a really good option. As far as did I make a good purchase? Absolutely. The moment that I put it out of beginner mode, it paid for itself over and over and over again. It took my vlogs and my filmmaking to a whole new level. There's very little video of me now that I upload that doesn't have some drone footage. If it's not from that day, it's from a previous day. So that, it's pretty good. I got the drone in the winter. That's another thing I want to talk about. I got it in the winter. I've flown it in very cold temperatures, very windy conditions, not very optimal conditions for a piece of technology to be in. Something with a lot of vents and a lot of computers. Doesn't belong in the outdoors when it's, say 12 degrees out and there's salt blowing around and there's 30-mile-an-hour winds. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I've flown in some pretty heavy winds. This thing held up pretty well. For those of you that are watching this and thinking about buying a drone, this is a very good entry-level drone. I highly recommend getting one of these first before you get a Phantom 4. A Phantom 4 is very good. It's very similar to this. It's very much better than this in a lot of ways, considering it has sensors. It has Go Follow Me, meaning it'll follow you. That's a really good feature to have. However, if you're just learning how to fly, you don't really know too much about drones, this is a really good entry-level drone. I am really glad I went with this. In all honesty, I would have done the same thing with the Phantom 4 as I've done with this one. I would have crashed it the same amount of times. I would have, treated it the same way, and I would have been, let's see here, I would have been $400 more broke than I am right now. So that is, it's pretty significant. Just the money I saved by not going to a Phantom 4 is enough to kind of almost buy another one of these, just in case. So my last topic, I want to talk about those of you that are sitting there saying, Dan, why get a drone? Fine, you got a drone and it makes your vlogs great and it's awesome and you love it and it's white and it's perfect and it's great. This is not perfect. This has quirks of its own. Sometimes it takes too long to freaking take off, waiting for the freaking computer to boot up or whatever. It's slow sometimes. But it has its quirks just like everything else in life. That's not why this video is to educate people on general drone use. Now, I bought this drone to improve my filmmaking, to see the world from a different perspective. Now whenever I go on a trip or whatever, I'm like, wow, I can get a drone shot of that. And I stop the car, or I tell my dad to stop the car, and he gets really annoyed. And I launch the drone, and I get these awesome sunsets, and I get these awesome freaking shots that I would never be able to get from the ground with a camera. This thing changes everything. And that's the whole point. To those of you in complete hatred of drones, either you don't like them because they're expensive and they're only owned by people who have the money to blow on one of these. I'm not one of those people. I really saved up a lot for this, and I'm extremely lucky to have it, and I'm going to put it down before I throw it. So, I was in class the other day, and some guy, we were presenting our business stuff. Now, I had a complete other business, but this guy was presenting his business, which was DJI, and I got really excited. And at the end of his presentation, everyone clapped, and then people had questions. How much does a drone cost? Now that's a big thing. People tend to flock to money, and I hate that. No matter what it is, it's cars, it's freaking drones, it's freaking camera equipment, it's freaking bagels, for God's sakes. So people asking questions, and that's one thing that comes up, and I hate that. And I hate how people kind of go towards oh well, why would anyone pay that much? Money is always the freaking final say in everything, and I hate it. DJI is the BMW of drones, because you can have a lot of other drones. They do, the same thing. Some of them do more for cheaper, but DJI does it well, and it's a product that people trust. It's not something that you're gonna regret buying, and I don't regret buying it. Next thing is safety. Can anyone go out and buy this? And the answer is no. You can't be a complete lunatic and go buy a drone. They took my license, they took my email, they took my phone number. I don't know if they actually ran a background check on me. I walked out with a drone. I'm sane. I'm perfectly normal. I don't have any, dark intentions with this. I just want to film my vlog. That's all I wanted to do. But they took my identification and they put it into a database so that the proper authorities know that you have this item. For those of you saying, Dan, can't they just mount a machine gun on this and then I tried to take off the other day with this little lens thing. It said that the gimbal was overloaded and didn't let me take off. So if it can't take off with this little piece, what makes you think it can take off with a remote control machine gun? Also, there's another thing on spying, how people can just go over someone's house and face the camera down and spy on them and zoom in. This thing can't zoom in. There's not a feature on this that zooms in, or else I haven't found it yet. And even if you did it on your computer, you just cropped and zoomed in, it would be all pixelated anyway. Why does, this film's in 1080p, and even if it filmed in 4K, I don't think that someone could zoom in from 200 feet to spy on your scalp. Get a grip. Drones are for photography. That's all there are for. I can't tell you how many times people see me setting this thing up and they ask, does that have a camera? Are you... Yes! How the hell am I supposed to pilot this thing from freaking a mile away? It's white, just like the sky. How am I supposed to see this thing and know where it's flying and know what direction it's flying and know how fast it's flying if it doesn't have a camera? Think about it, people. By saying this could be used to spy on people, yeah, it could. This was made for photography. If people use it for something else, that's their problem. The drone is great, and to prove that it's great, and to prove that it's really improved my work, I'm going to end this vlog in a very small, but kind of cool montage of my drone work. Thank you.
Bam.
We still can't skateboard.